as opposed to survival. And where do people go with that? So, just an example. What I would like you to do is to just stand up in the circle, and what I need you to do is get comfortable and close your eyes. So if you need to sit down, this is going to, usually I have someone who's helping me here. So I need you to close your eyes. And what you're going to, so it's going to take me a couple of minutes, I'm going to be going around the circle, and you really need to close your eyes. I'm going to be going around the circle, and I'm going to be putting something on your forehead. If you've done this, take a break. Please keep your eyes closed. And don't peek. It's critical to what we are doing that you don't look. If you are, if it is disturbing for you to touch your forehead, please let me know. I don't see any hands going up. Okay. What I would like you to do now is to when you open up your eyes, what I want you to do is form groups without speaking. So you cannot speak, but you can now open your eyes and form groups.
How many in a group?
No questions, no speaking, just form groups. No speaking. No speaking. Okay, we have groups, okay? All right, stay exactly where you are, and let's talk about see. So what happened? What did you observe as we did this?
We don't know this, we need to see it.
So what did you observe about what you did? Yes, Pam.
Well, I opened my eyes and I was immediately, I had no idea what to do before I could even process that. Somebody came along and insisted and started moving us in the direction that we ought to be moving. It was just astonishing, right? Yeah. Before I could even fully process what was happening, I was getting help too.
You're a good strategizer.
Yeah.
Non-verbal strategizer.
So who was doing it? Was that?
I guess I was.
Yeah.
And little did I know that I was part of the group that I was trying to.
That's funny.
And I don't know your name.
Yeah, you started carrying us.
Yeah.
Right. I noticed that we were just kind of lazy. The people that were set up in the group just start words. We were like, hey, we all just like different colors.
So some just sort of hung out, and whereas others were being quite prescriptive.
I don't know what group I belong to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we won't tell them yet.
Nobody.
Yes.
There's
Go
an
out there.
interest in getting color.
Okay.
Yeah, that really, what you said, I still don't, I'm guessing that I have on my forehead what everybody put me over on this side of the room for, but I still can't be sure until I see for myself. It's like, can I trust the other people to do that for me? Do I do it on my own?
You feel the floor shaking a bit.
Yeah, several here and then over to you. Yes.
I wasn't sure if we were supposed to go by same color, same shade together, or should it be more mixed? But what's the right way to go? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Catching all things. Catching all things. I think maybe there was another one here before. Okay, Matt, and then.
Well, it was easier to not do yourself. It was like, well, I can't tell what I am, but I can tell what these people are, and I can help them. So, because they can't tell what they are. So if we push them towards someone else that's like them, it's like, oh, they'll get the idea that they can learn what they have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what you have?
All right. Yes.
But then again, it seems to be like we formed a group just because we decided, okay, let's just stay together, who cares about the color? But then there was a leader who decided, no, that's not the way to go. Let's actually pair us up with the color.
So Jonathan, what were the instructions?
the instructions were to form a group, so
Yeah,
so it doesn't really
matter.
matter what color you have on your forehead.
But
Should
what
be.
happened?
What happened is somebody pushed us together and we accepted it.
Okay. Sharon?
Yeah, I had no idea what it was about, and Dash did say, I want to go to the other side of the room just to move away and do something different. And Dash said, oh, look, we're all sticking together. So I thought, no, I wanted to move across, so I went across. And then you made the groups, and you pushed me out. So I thought, and then I started to look around, and somebody came to get me. But I still didn't figure it out until somebody came to get me, and then I saw this.
Okay. What other reflections? Randall?
Well, I started to realize, it was easy to realize, okay, there's so many different colors, carry them out. How come no one's pushing into a group? And then I'm like, how did you feel?
Yeah.
You were the only
We're
one.
gonna get to him. Dylan.
My first reaction was I was just going to gather whoever was near me, but then I was being pushed and pulled, so I was, okay, this is how it's going to be.
Matt,
Yes.
how do you feel?
Excellently.
That's good. That's good. So what happened with you? What did you notice about what happened?
Actually, it didn't even put any thought on myself. I just put it on everyone else. It was like, okay, well, clearly we need to find the groups, and because there's more people than there are colors, so maybe she meant to do the groups as all the individual colors. So work that out. Don't focus on myself, and eventually someone's going to point out probably either you go with this group or maybe you don't.
So did you have a little bit of help?
At the end, well, I got moved over here at one point. I'm like, okay, get this person over here, get this person over here. Maybe I'm with this group, I don't know, because I got pulled over, but I'm not sure. And then it was like,
So does anybody want to break the news to Matt?
See that again?
Does anybody want to break the news to Matt?
You're an orange square, pal.
You are an agent, basically.
Yes.
So, you're already hearing the rumblings under what we're saying, right? So we've had an experience, we've observed what happened. There were people who were passive, and there were a number of people who were directing, people in the way that they thought was appropriate or understood or whatever. And yes,
I guess I felt that he should understand that he's not like anyone else, so I forced him more isolated.
These two know one another well. Shala.
Interestingly, first I looked up my glasses to see is it more than color and the little something there so I can read. So I noticed it's not color, but she was coming after me, so I had to follow her. But while I was following her, that was interesting for me. I was looking somebody like her, and meanwhile I was just reading maybe other clues, other than just coloring. So it's just like I was like, that was interesting.
Georgie. And I don't know your name.
Sarah.
Sarah, thank you.
I'm still clueless. Like, did you say form a group? Is that all you
That's
said?
all
you
I said. All I said.
This was all assumption. I don't want to be with this group, and I don't know what's on my forehead.
So it's almost. Oh,
Yeah. Sarah, and then we'll go to you.
It was just very interesting because I definitely wanted to take an active role in helping to this. But it's interesting that I realized that I just sort of completely made an assumption. And yeah, it's just
That's
interesting to unpack that and to realize, okay, well, this is one way that things could be, but you know, okay, why did I assume that? Why did I assume that this is, you know, the way that should I was going to take? Very good. Very good.
Yes. I am not. Still, I am not. I don't know who I am. What was here? I was very passive. I just grabbed with people, and we were trying to help the other, but. And finally, somebody just like
and threw her on the side.
and she, like a saber, like a saber. He brought me here, and I saw him as a saber, but still I don't know where I am. Who I am.
So let's
exactly
listen to some of these things that we're saying. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I belong. So you form groups based on what?
Similarities.
Social interaction.
Need to belong.
But color, shape, external information.
Oh, yeah.
That is who you are. You are like me. We belong together. We are the same. Another interesting comment is, I didn't know who I was, or I don't know who I am. How did you find out who you are? How did you find out?
But yeah, someone else.
But there's
Somebody
definitely
Aggressive people versus passive people who are like.
Yep, there's a kind of leadership and a kind of followership going on in something like this. But
Yeah.
so what I'm hearing you saying is that I don't know who I am until what?
Somebody told me.
Until somebody tells me.
When I
You decided first, right? I mean, you read
Yeah.
right? Oh, and then and my first response was, oh, the colors have to go together. That wasn't even a choice. I'm sure you said that, right? And you didn't, but that wasn't my
Yeah, and
first
it's random, except that I only had yellow squares for the last 4 people here. So yes, Georgie.
So it's also what Joy said, that you didn't say, but that's what she heard.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't say, but it seems what was heard is in the shortest possible time. Because I felt there was a competition, a race, and at the end, when it was everybody in the group, I was like, ta-da, we did it! What are we gonna get now?
It's so interesting. It's like a race. So we've had an experience. We're reflecting upon it. What does this remind you? What does this tell us?
What you say, school?
I had another different, maybe somebody else feel like when I don't know if it was just pushing
Triangles, you are not a blue triangle. So here, there's again this sense of trust. I am telling you, you are a pink square, and you're not. And so there's that sense of trust. Who are if I'm a pink square, who are the blue triangles I need to or the yellow circles, heaven forbid, the orange squares. So